Hi, I'm Dr. Jill Weber. I'm a psychologist and author of the Relationship Formula Workbook series. And I'm here to tell you no matter how frustrated you might be in your current relationship or how fed up you are with the dating world, there are specific strategies that can help you to improve your preparedness for relationships or even the quality of your current relationship. Today, I'm going to talk about one really important skill called how to pick the right partner. So often I talk to people who are frustrated by a particular relationship dynamic that can all be boiled down to how to pick right from the get go. Let's take, for example, John. He comes in feeling frustrated with himself that he can't be a better partner to his wife, wishing he could be more attentive or more emotionally available, feeling like his wife is constantly criticizing him. And he's blaming himself and yet not feeling like he has the tools to do better. Or let's take the case of Sarah, who comes in saying she keeps dating the same kinds of men over and over again, emotionally unavailable, not reliable, and she keeps trying to kind of morph herself to be something that she really isn't, to try to be happy or settle for this type of person. These kinds of dynamics can be agonizing to the people in them because they keep telling themselves they need to change. But here's the thing, if you just pick right to begin with, then a lot of the hardships that come later and that are actually inevitable in relationships can all be buffered. So today, I want to talk about 3 ways to pick the right partner. 1, know yourself. 2, do new things with new types of people. And 3, give your relationships time. So let's talk about each of these briefly. Know yourself. Okay, not just should you know yourself, who you are, what your personality is like, but also it's important that you accept these traits as okay things about you. Because let's say, for example, you're very type A. So I see this a lot. People feel bad about that trait. They feel like they're too anal or compulsive. And they think to themselves, I need somebody who can let go, who's more laid back to bring that side out of me. Only over time, they find themselves frustrated with this very same personality type because they're not similarly minded, similarly perfectionistic or goal driven, and they're always trying to get the other one to be more like them. Or let's say you're a fairly introverted person. You need downtime to recharge, but you tell yourself, I need somebody really outgoing and exciting to pull me out of my shell. Well, over time, that outgoing person may become the enemy when they constantly want to be going out or going to parties or having people over, and you aren't getting enough downtime to kind of recharge your batteries. So, very important. If you're introverted, try to date similarly, wired people. If you're very type A, consider dating similarly minded people. Now, you don't need to find an exact carbon replica of who you are, that would be boring. But look for general similarities because the old adage, opposites attract, actually, I find by and large, opposites tend to frustrate over time. Okay, point 2, do new things with new types of people. If you're constantly going to the same places or the same locales, interacting with the same types of people, then you're likely dating the same types of people over and over again. Or if you're in your current relationship, you and your partner keep doing the same types of things, you're likely in a rut or a same pattern again and again. The way to pick a partner who's different and not kind of your standard is to do new things, because as you do new things, it'll bring out other sides of yourself and it'll show you the other options available. So, for example, if you're somebody who never asks people on dates, force yourself to initiate an interaction or to ask someone out. If you're someone who only meets your potential partners in bars, consider going to new locales or joining new groups or events, sporting events or clubs. But the point is to give your brain some new stimulation, new interactions with different types so you don't just keep dating that same type of partner over and over again. Okay, point 3, give your relationships time. I know that people say this all the time, but it's much harder to practice than it is to say because sometimes a relationship feels so good or so exciting that we can just get carried or swept away. But you have to give the relationship time. Why? It's only through time that you can really observe who this person is over the long term in terms of their character, their judgment. And it's only through time that you can figure out what they pull out of you, who you are in their presence. You need time to figure out, is this a reliable person? Does she do what she says she's going to do? Is he an emotionally available person? Can he pay attention or hear me when I'm feeling something? Um, and then in addition, it takes time for you to figure out what you're like in their presence. Are you a trustworthy, honest person? Are you your best version of yourself? Are you open? Are you at ease? And if you make these judgments too quickly, you may not have sort of a representative sample over time. Because, of course, there will be interactions that are difficult or anxious feelings, but you need time to figure out if that's a chronic pattern or just situational related to the particular outing or a particular conversation. Also, you need time to sort out if something's just the new lust or an emotional roller coaster, or if it really has the makings of a long term healthy relationship. Okay, so how to pick the right partner? 3 key points: know yourself and accept yourself. 2, do new things with new types of people. And 3, give your relationships time. Observe what they're like and observe what you're like in their presence. Okay, thank you for